Good morning, guys. Let's see, it's October 13th, just before market opens, but I've already finished trading for the day. These are all my trades for the day, and I've got some on video, and I want to focus on those. But and those are all the PED trades, and those ended green. But I did take some trades on MDGS, which started off green, and then the stock started to sell off a little bit, and I thought it was going to pop back up, and I ended up about 24 cents in the red. So anyway, on my first PED trade, I was in the red, but I got back in the green on PED. So we can go over those trades. Let's see, I think they started around 9 o'clock. I mean, I'm around 9 seconds, 9 minutes in this video. So I had just pulled it up on the watch list. It just popped up. I was about to finish making my watch list video, and I went back and checked the markets. You can see that here, and this PED had just popped up. And really, if it's at the bottom of the list and it just got there, that's kind of ideal, because that could mean that the stock is just starting to rip up, and that's like the best time to get in on it. So I immediately put it on my watch list, and then kept an eye, or took a look at it to trade. And that's where we are right here. I'm just seeing it. I'm noticing this run up on the 5-minute chart. Some decent price action starting to form here. And there I'm in on a trade. So the idea there was to get for the break of this green candle. Just kind of seeing that, this was like a little pullback here. It might have been, like in hindsight, a little bit premature, because my strategy says, to kind of like wait for a pullback and then get in the break. But this thing, it just seems so early into this run that I wanted to get in at the first pullback for the anticipation of breaking out. And because sometimes I've waited. Okay, let me let the thing run and wait for the pullback, and then it's all done. So I guess I'm kind of bending the strategy there a little bit, but I knew that going in, and I also said to myself, I'm going to get out quickly. Like as soon as the bottom of this candle breaks, I'm out, because I'm not going to let these trades go against me. So let's watch this first trade and see what happened. So I'm in at 250 with 6 shares. And you see I've got the bottom of this candle marked out, because I'm ready to get out. If this thing goes against me, it starts to pop. And my strategy is on the first pop to sell out, to sell half. And then it popped again, but it was really, really quick. So I couldn't get out at the near like 280. But I got out with half my shares at 270. Now I'm going to hold the rest until break even. I think I sold the rest a little bit before it hits break even, but we'll see. Add some. Let me just turn up my volume just so you can hear what I'm saying in the video. So yeah, I guess here I decided that, okay, this thing is continuing to run. It's breaking the high of the previous candle. And since I had some previous shares, I figured I could average in and still be in the green immediately. And then, if I needed to, I could always sell out at the break even here. Take some more. Yeah, so that's what I did. And then the thing immediately popped. And my strategy is to sell half at the first pop, just in case. Often these things pop and they pull right back, so you don't know that they're going to continue to keep running. So if you sell half and then you're holding, you can still get some more of that run. There. Oh, and then yeah, so that was a mistake of my hotkeys, and that's my bad. I was supposed to hit the sell half, and this would have been a much better trade than what it was, but it was still a winning trade. And I'd be even, much more green on the day, so it kind of stinks. But Yeah, I was supposed to sell half there, but I was anticipating it coming back down to break even, and I kind of had my finger on the sell all. And so I thought I was hitting sell half, and I hit sell all. So that kind of screwed me on that trade.
Oh, actually sold it all. Damn. All right. I think I got a little green off of that.
Yeah, so there you see I'm up $1.09 on the day. I'm trading with about $100 a day. I'm breaking my account up into thirds. So so that's a good day for me because that's a 1% gain.
Good. So got into a live trade there. The stock looks pretty interesting.
So I think at this point I'm still, thinking that this thing can go higher, although it's quite a bit extended here. So I think I wanted to see
I'm
a
not
little
sure that I have
pullback.
many trades left.
So now we're
Don't
seeing,
like to
a 1 minute pullback form, and I think I get back into it, anticipating the break of the previous candle.
get into it once it's overextended like this. I'd rather see a nice pullback. Man, I wish I would have. I accidentally hit my sell all key on my hotkeys. That's the problem with hotkeys. Although there's no way you could have traded this without it because I probably did like 3 or 4 trades in those few seconds, and if I was using this thing, there's no way I would have been able to get in and out when I wanted to. So just gotta be a little more careful. I've only been using hotkeys for a couple of weeks, so I feel really comfortable with them already. But obviously, I guess you know what it was is I had in my mind that I was going to sell at break even, and I kind of felt like okay, the price isn't going to keep going. Here it goes again.
So that's essentially like
Let's see.
a 3 bar play setup. It's breaking out new highs. The only thing is, it's not really the guy that I listen to for the 3 bar play. He's really kind of the guy that coined that term. I think is Jared Wesley at Live Traders, and what he says, which is very good advice, is that it's not a real 3 bar play unless it's at the beginning of a new move. So this is definitely not the beginning of the move. The move started way back here. So it's kind of like a little bit more of a risky trade. But again, I'm willing to get out at the bottom of this candle or really sooner if it since because I'm really extended here, this would be like a 20 cent loss. And I think that's what I'm kind of checking on now is like, okay, where's the bottom of that candle? But because with Webull, you don't have to pay commissions, you don't have to pay fees, you don't have to wait for it to come to the bottom of the candle to get out or the bottom of this candle to get out. You can get out sooner. So at the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to break even or be a few cents in the red or something like that. So no reason to wait and let this thing go all the way against you. But I think this trade ended up working out. Let's see what happens.
Don't want to give my profits back here. Okay, there's half.
Yeah, so it popped again, and that's the strategy is to sell half.
And there's all.
Yeah, so there I guess I exited a little bit early because I was thinking, okay, it's coming back down to break even. Let me just get out before it hits my break even, because now you have to think I'm already green on the day, and I want to I guess save my money. I don't want to give it back
because I don't want to give my profit.
Yeah.
Good, just made like
So that was the peak of the day, basically $1.47. And I think at this point I probably spent about $100 trading. So well over 1% of my return of investment.
Almost another 50 cents there.
But it didn't end there, and this is where things went south a little bit. I think I was regretting, selling out those shares as it was coming down because it hadn't got to my break even, and then the thing ended up running up. So this is the difficulty in trading is, even when you try not to be emotional, it still can get you.
obviously now I should have been holding, but
Yeah, so that's the regret of selling out early.
once you're in the green, man, it's like you don't want to be greedy, and you definitely don't want to give back your profits. So once this thing starts to head toward my break even, I like to get out because yeah, like I just said, I don't want to give everything back I just made. I know it's not much, but I'm just trying to still work this strategy. And
So now I think at this point I'm watching and I'm thinking that maybe this thing still has something left into it. This almost looks like another 3-bar play. But again, the only thing worse than a 3-bar play that's not at the beginning of the move is a 3-bar play after another 3-bar play.
and get used to using the hotkeys and everything. Thinking now this thing is quite a bit overextended.
It definitely is.
Pull that before I jump back in. Jeez. All right.
Yeah, and that was totally a FOMO trade. I saw this thing, pushing real hard, and I'm thinking, man, I would still be in this if I didn't sell those shares, and then I hit the buy button. See what happens.
That was
I'm already. Look at this. I'm already over 10 cents in the red on this trade. 13 cents in the red. Not good.
probably a trade I shouldn't have gotten into.
Yeah, I realized right away that was a bad trade. So the only smart thing you can do after you've done a dumb thing, and get into a bad trade is get out as quickly as possible. No matter what happens afterwards, if you feel like, okay, I just took a trade that I shouldn't have taken, best thing to do. I mean, unless you're so lucky that you got in that crappy trade and it's already in the green and you want to ride it, that's one thing. But I got in this crappy trade and it was immediately in the red. And the last thing you want to do there is hold and hope that, oh, maybe it'll come back up. Maybe I can get out break even. Maybe I can get a little bit of profit. Sometimes that happens, but I would say like 9 out of 10 or maybe even 98 out of 100 times, they don't do that. They go against you. That's what this thing wants to do. It's overextended. It needs to breathe. It needs to sell off. So let's see what happens here. So I think I just hit the sell button, but I hit the wrong thing. Yeah, so again, now, I'm like already feeling kind of amped up here because of all those green trades, and then, getting into this crappy trade. My fingers, I think, were shaking a little bit. And I didn't even hit like a hotkey that I use. And you can see I triggered a market sell order, which doesn't do anything in the pre-market. It just posted an order that would not trigger until the market opens. So I think I just tried to close that out.
Oops.
Yeah, actually what I did is then I hit my sell all key, and then it gave me a warning about short selling because I've already got a sell order in, so I got to close that one out. And you can see I could have gotten out break even, but yeah. So I think now I finally hit the sell all key there.
Again, I missed my hotkey. Probably gave back some there. Yeah.
Yeah. So essentially, I gave back my last trade.
Shit.
And there's the emotion. And then the thing kept running. But again, it's like that's trading for you. But look, like, what if I did that again and said, oh, crap, I was wrong. I could have held. It kept running and get in, and now it's flushing down again. So you really just have to know when to back out of the trade. Yeah, and then I realized, okay, I'm done with trading for today anyway.
Yeah, I guess I'm done for the day.
Yeah.
All right, so small green day at least.
So anyway, those were my my trades. If you want to look at the orders, they're right here. You can just pause the screen and look at them. But this is where the PED trading started. One thing I like to point out is how quickly Webull gets in the orders. The slowest I've really seen on the hotkey orders. Now, so this is not because of their execution time is takes 2 seconds. If you go back in the video and you look at that first trade, I think the price jumped above where, you can see that I have it set to buy at the ask plus 2 cents. So I think when I hit the buy button, it was in the middle of a jump, and it bypassed that, even that plus 2 cent mark. So I had to wait till it came back down and touched my limit price before it filled. So this looks like it took 2 seconds to fill, but it's only because of the way the price action was moving. It's not because the execution time is so slow. You look at the next order, excuse me, which was a sell order. It got me out on the same second that I hit the sell button. Same thing here. Here's the next buy order. It only took 1 second, and I'm not sure if there was might have been some price movement there. Here's another buy order, 1 second, another buy order, 1 second. So that seems to be about the average, and that could be even less than a second. So anyway, looks like I had like a 4 cent gain on the first trade initially, and then I still had 1 share left. That's kind of weird the way that worked. I'm just looking at this share size. Oh, this is okay. Now I remember what happened. This is the one that I added in on, because I'm thinking, oh, I'm selling half, and then I should have sold all there, but I didn't. That's because I added in on that. So yeah, so I sold half for the first pop, the 4 cent pop, and then this was the next pop, which was 16 cents, and I got 1 share out there. So I was still holding 2 shares, and then the stock kept moving, so I bought another 5% share size. So that bought me 5 more shares, so 7 shares at this point. And then I sell. This is where I made the mistake, and this is really kind of an expensive mistake, because what I should have done here was hit my sell half key, and I think it would have sold 3 shares there. So it would have sold 3, and got the like, I guess, a 5 cent pop there for the 3 shares, but still had 4 remaining shares, and then I would have sold, probably somewhere around here, somewhere around this $3 mark, for a much bigger gain. But again, that was like a hotkey mistake, and those happen sometimes. And then next time I bought in was here at 327, and then sold half for 13 cents. I mean, anytime you can get a 10-cent move, that's pretty sweet. So anything more than, and I'm talking about scalping, this is within a few seconds, right? Look, this is 8 seconds. I made 13 cents per share. And then it was coming back down, I guess, but still, look, this is still an 8-cent gain. That's pretty nice over the original. And then this was the bad FOMO trade, and on top of that, some messed up hotkey stuff. So the only good thing that happened, it looks like the price action being choppy kind of helped me, and the speed of the execution of the Webull orders, I guess, because or maybe actually well, this kind of happens on any platform, when the price action jumps around real fast, depending on when you hit your hotkey and when you get executed. Sometimes it goes in your favor, sometimes it goes against you. But here, yeah, it got me in like 10 cents lower, so that actually ended up saving me money, because I would have had a bigger loss there. But that was a terrible trade. That was the worst trade of the bunch, and I should not have taken that trade. So anyway, that's my trade recap for the day.